Orb on the Movement of the Earth is a banger. I finished watching it around a month ago and it became an instant classic in my eyes. It's an anime about the struggle of proving that the Earth isn't at the middle of the solar system, with the church doing justified deeds to stop the main characters. This is the surface level story with multiple underlying themes that flow between the characters. Before going further, if this sounds interesting to you, I really suggest you to go and watch it. Now what I want to talk about is the theme that I can recognize the most, the passing of the torch. How everyone in this story, whether they wanted to or not, passed on the responsibility of proving that the Earth moves. While Orb isn't flawless, I think that it deals with passing the torch perfectly. We see multiple people strive to pass the torch of knowledge, except one, but Danny was against others acquiring what he learned, for he wanted the fame for himself. Despite his harsh and egotistical views at the beginning, Raphael and especially Oxy managed to do a complete 180 on his values. All of the characters throughout all the different time spans changed each other drastically, but Danny morphed into someone else after learning about Raphael and Oxy's book. And then there's Draga. She was never about the knowledge, just the money, enough to be comfortable. She met multiple people who challenged her views, but the most important one was Yolanta. Their conversation about conviction and freedom is, in my opinion, what fueled Draka's future actions. Because I believe freedom lies at my destination. How do you define freedom? The ability to ask that. Not only was that my favorite line in the show, it was also the most important one for Draka. This wasn't for the money anymore. This was for what she believed. Like everyone else, she would die for what she believed. The person who ever held the torch was against blind faith in what the church had to say, against blind faith in God. Even then, all these people who build the story eventually come to the same conclusion. They need to have blind faith that someone else will pick up the torch, that someone else will put their lives on the line to prove heliocentrism. And they were right, their efforts were never forgotten. Well, and they were right, even if their efforts were forgotten, they were never meaningless, like they blindly hoped for. I find this all to be somehow pretty beautiful. This has been Pluto Symphony, and see ya.